Hi. Can we talk about turkey burgers? They're kind of dry. And often there's so many ingredients that are plopped into a turkey burger that you can barely taste the turkey at all. And I really love turkey. Well, if there's anyone that can convert me to team turkey burger, it's Becky.
All right, I love a good challenge, but I'm up to the task. Now, we have to start with step one, okay? Step one, we have to make peace with the fact that turkey is not beef.
I can totally accept that. I actually love turkey.
All right, good. The thing about turkey is it has a lot more moisture than beef. It has about 71% versus 66% for beef. And that can make turkey actually kind of difficult to work with. But turkey, at the same time, can also dry out quite a bit, like you said, because we have to cook it to 160 degrees.
That's right.
So there's a little bit of a conundrum there, but we're going to give it some special help and land on a great tasting turkey burger.
I know you can do it.
Let's start with the turkey. This is a pound of ground turkey. And just like ground beef, you can buy ground turkey with different fat percentages. This is 93%.
Okay.
So I'm just going to gently break the turkey up. This is going to make it easier to incorporate all of our mix-ins. And we don't want to overwork it. That's what makes a dense burger. So I have a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda and a teaspoon of water. I'm just going to dissolve that to make a little potion here. And this is going to alter the pH of the meat. And it's going to change the protein structure a little bit so it's better able to hold on to moisture. And then that baking soda also helps with browning a little bit too, so get a lot of bang for our buck. And now I'm adding 1.5 tablespoons of soy sauce. That's going to season it with its salt and also going to add some nice umami. 1 tablespoon of melted butter. And then when I add this to the cold turkey, it's going to firm back up again. And then when we cook the burgers, that little bit of butter is going to remelt and get in all the nooks and crannies and give us a little bit of extra buttery goodness in there.
So we did need the cow.
Yeah, that's true. The cow is contributing here. You had to bring that up.
Thank you, cow.
All right, 3 tablespoons of panko. Now the panko is going to sort of physically disrupt the proteins of the meat, keep them loose and tender so we don't get that dense texture. Now, 3 tablespoons of Parmesan loaded with umami. It's going to complement the umami that we added from the soy sauce. So we have 1/2 teaspoon of gelatin. We're going to sprinkle that in. The gelatin is going to help the meat hold on to moisture so we get that really nice juicy sensation. And then finally 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper and 1/8 teaspoon of salt. We just need a tiny bit because we added all that soy sauce.
All right.
So I'm going to use my hands. I want to be gentle here, again, just to mix everything up. Don't want to overwork it, but we do want to get all of those secret ingredients nicely incorporated. All right, I think that's pretty good. Let's make some burgers here.
All right.
I'm going to divvy this up into 4 portions, about 4 ounces each. Give me a hand here.
Sure do.
All right, these need to be about 4 inches in diameter and 1/2 inch thick.
Okay. So not paper thin, but not too thick. Do you have a burger technique?
No, I just kind of pat it till it's right. How about you?
I have this little thumb thing that I like to do all the way around.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So definitely not compacting too much, right?
That's right. You still want to use a gentle hand here. Otherwise, we're going to work that myosin, that sticky protein, and we'll end up with a dense burger. Now, I have 2 teaspoons of oil in a nonstick skillet here, and the skillet's cold. And I know it seems a little weird, yeah, but we're going to put the burgers right into the cold skillet.
All right.
So we'll make 2 more burgers, and then it's time to cook.
Sounds good.
All right, so our burgers are in the unheated skillet, and I'm going to turn the heat to medium now. If I were to add the burgers to a hot skillet, the outside of the meat would cook really fast, and it would get a little bit leathery even, while the interior would stay cool. This way, the burgers are going to cook nice and gently all the way through. So we have medium heat here, and now we're starting to hear the burgers start to sizzle a little bit. So I'm going to put a lid on the pan. We're going to cook them for 2.5 minutes until they start to get some nice browning on the bottom. And a lid is kind of unusual too when you're cooking burgers, but that's going to capture all the moisture and the steam that's coming out of the meat, and it's going to help them cook nice and evenly. All right, it's been 2.5 minutes. Let's take a peek at the undersides here. And I have a pair of fish spatulas that makes it really easy to turn these guys. Oh, that's beautiful. So if we didn't see that browning, I would put the lid back on and we'd go another 30 seconds.
Okay.
But this looks pretty good to me.
It's looking great.
Let's put the lid on for another 1.5 minutes, and then I assume you want cheese. I want cheese on mine. I mean, do I even have to ask? Yeah, okay, we're adding cheese in 1.5 minutes.
It smells delicious.
I know, it smells good already. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it's been 1.5 minutes, so let's add our cheese. Nice American cheese there. All right, let's give them another 1.5 minutes, and then we'll take their temperature. Okay. They look amazing. All right, let's just take a quick temperature check.
They smell amazing.
161, that's perfect.
Yeah, you definitely want a well-done turkey burger.
Yeah,
no
you-
medium rare, no rare.
Gotta hit that 160 mark.
Okay.
But you don't want to go much above it. It will eventually turn dry.
Yes.
So let's put these on a plate. We're gonna let these rest for 5 minutes.
Okay.
It's burger time.
You've been busy in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, I've gotten everything ready for it. A nice little burger spread here. You've got the buns that I toasted up for us.
I've got the buns, yes.
I have some pickled avocado here to go on top, and I made that in advance. These pickled avocados were so easy to make.
And we've got all the instructions for that on our website.
So a nice slice of tomato for each of us.
Beautiful tomato.
Yeah, very nice. And then a nice piece of lettuce.
Sure.
Okay. I mean, let's do the works, right?
Let's do the works.
Yeah.
Look at that. In the world of burgers, that's like a centerfold. That is so tender. Mm-hmm. It is not dry at all. It is not dry at all.
Your eyes are kind of saying everything. You didn't even need to speak. I could just tell how much you liked it.
The meat is actually silky. It's juicy and silky, and it's really meaty.
And it's full of flavor, right?
These turkey burgers are, I'm just gonna call them a burger.
Yeah.
You don't even need to mention turkey, but you know what? Be proud of it. Why not? Be proud that I'm on Team Turkey. Thanks, Becky.
You're welcome.
Well, if you want to make turkey burgers that are actually incredibly flavorful and juicy, use a little baking soda to keep the turkey tender. Load in umami-rich ingredients like soy sauce and Parmesan. Add richness with butter and gelatin, and start them in a room temperature skillet for gentle cooking. So from America's Test Kitchen, a turkey burger that might just put the beef burger out to pasture. Becky's Skillet Turkey Burgers.
That was good.
Thanks for watching America's Test Kitchen. What'd you think?
Well, leave a comment and let us know which recipes you're excited to make, or you can just say hello.
You can find links to today's recipes and reviews in the video description.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
See you later.
I'll see you later.